Hi everyone, I'm back. Um, I just, there's just, life gets crazy at times and it still continues to get crazy, but that's okay. But what I want to go over is the Firehorse. We were in the year of the snake. We're in the year of the snake. And during the year of the snake, we were looking at our lives. We're trying to understand, where we took the path that did not lead us to the right direction, led us to anxiety, stress, chaos, drama. You give me that now and I'll run. I'll run. But we were going within ourselves to understand what changes we needed to make for ourselves. And you looked at everything. You peeled back that onion. You peeled it back. You looked at yourself from a childhood all the way up to the age you are now. And you see who you are. And you see who you want to be. Who you want to be. Yes. You got rid of the negativity. That was mentalism. We went through the 7 Hermetic principles last year, and it kind of carried over into this year. Before the end of the snake and going into the year of the Firehorse. But you change your mentalism. You no longer put yourself down because you know what a fabulous person you are. You know what a smart person you are. You know you're beautiful as on the inside, on the outside. You know your worth. You know what you'll accept and what you'll no longer accept. You put your boundaries up. You got rid of everything in your life that no longer served you. And unfortunately, that was friends. And it could be some family members. Because if they're causing turmoil in your life and drama and chaos, do you want them there? No, you don't, because you're no longer like that. Nobody is going to disturb your peace again. No one. No one. Doesn't matter who. They are not going to disturb you again. Never. And that is what when you went on the inside, you went within, and you looked at everything, and you saw the patterns throughout your life, you're no longer going to take that again. Never. And then we went into the 2nd Hermetic principle. As above, so below. So below, as above. As within, as without. We went into correspondence. And correspondence to me kind of almost goes in with cause and effect, which is like the 6th Hermetic principle. But you have just totally reprogrammed yourself to be the person that you were meant to be, who God wants us to be. He doesn't want us in the matrix being told what we have to do in order to survive in this society. No. I can take care of myself just fine. I don't need your guidance. I can guide myself quite well. And then we went into polarity. And, polarity is it's the same, but it's not. You have a magnet. One side magnetizes, the other side doesn't. You have hot water, you have cold water, but it's all the same. We have a male and female, feminine and masculine within us. We're the same, but we're different. So we went over polarity, and as I listen to different things, and I'm like, ha, that's polarity. Ha, that's correspondence. Ha, that's rhythm. Ah, that's cause and effect. As you start living and basically breathing this each and every day, because this is not something that you learn and you forget. This is your everyday life. This is what you're going to do every day. And, when I say I'm healed from this timetable that I'm on for right now. But when we heal for one timetable, we start over again, because there's more we're always going to learn, and there's more we're always going to heal. And will we backslide? Oh yeah, we will. We're human. And then the next thing we went over was the vibration. Everything vibrates in the world. Everything vibrates. And as I told you, ladies, it's not that vibrator. It's not that vibrator. But everything vibrates in the world. Everything vibrates. The trees vibrate. The ground vibrates. The birds vibrate. The ocean vibrates. Everything's a vibration. Everything's a vibration. Your heart vibrates. Your body vibrates. You can be sitting still and you can just feel the vibration going through your body. You can feel it. You can feel it. And then we went over the principles of rhythm. Rhythm is just staying in balance. Staying in balance. Okay? And you don't want to go too far to the left, and you don't want to go too far to the right. You kind of try to stay right in the middle. And when you're balanced, you're just humming, you're vibrating. You are vibrating. You're vibrating. You see what I'm saying? And then we went over the principles of cause and effect. What you put out into the world, you get back. You put good out, you get bad back. You put bad out, and you get it back, and you get it back tenfold. Because Father doesn't put up with putting bad things out into the world. You will get that back, and it'll be like a good kick in the butt. And he's kicked me in the butt quite a bit to say, gal, you know better, and no. So it's cause and effect. What you put out in the world, you get back. And then we went over the principles of gender. We all have a male and female. I have a female, I'm feminine, and I'm masculine. I have both. We all do. We all carry it. And it's just balancing that too. Because, I'm a single woman. Sometimes I have to put on my masculine hat and walk in and say, no. Just because I'm a woman and I have this sweet smile doesn't mean you're going to pull one over on me. You get it? You understand me? You feel me? Do you feel me? Now, what did you tell me? What did you just tell me? What? So, but the thing is, keeping the balance, keeping that balance. And then we went over, just nutrition, because in order to be like a well-oiled machine, I mean, you got to put oil and gas in, right? Well, you got to put good food in you too. Stay away from those middle aisles. That's just nothing but garbage. It's full of crap in it that it just takes forever to get that out of your system. And do I have some of that in my cabinet? I probably do. But it's something on a back shelf that if I'm in a hurry, I'll grab that out. But it's not something I do every day. Do I like hamburger and french fries? Oh, hell yeah. I'll go to the hamburger joint and say, fill me up. I mean, we're human, Do we like, I have a sweet tooth. I try to make all of mine because it tastes better, number one. But, yeah, you gotta live. But it's all in how you do it. Try to get as much organic as you want. Do your homework on organic, because a lot of things say organic, but, like the cage-free chicken, yeah, they got a little crack there and they stick their beak out in it. Yeah, cage-free. So just do your homework on that and try to put as much nutrition in you as you can. And if you can't buy organic, I mean, go ahead and get what you can afford, because organic is expensive. And just make sure you clean it really good to get all those pesticides and things off of it. But now we talked about the year of the snake. We came out of our skin. We found out who we are. And now we've entered the year of the Firehorse. The year of the Firehorse. And I will say the week of the week of the Firehorse, when we had the new moon and the Firehorse went in, I think, on the 20th. That Monday was so funny. The man that I bought the land from, he brought in 2 horses a couple, about 3 weeks ago. And the week of the, in the Chinese New Year, switching over from the snake to the Firehorse, which only comes every 60 years. I looked out my window and there was a black and white horse running all through the fields, and it went over to the 2 horses. And they were like teasing the horses because the horses were in their fence. And it was like running around, going up to them saying, ha, 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 I'm free, you're not. It was so funny. But it was black and white, yin and yang. And the year of the Firehorse, yang, full of fire. And this horse was full of fire. I just laughed my butt off at it. Now, Zoe wanted to go out and see the horse, but no horses for Zoe. But that's how my week of the Firehorse started. And I was like, yes. This is my kickoff for the year of the Firehorse. And what have you been dreaming? What is it you want to do? What are your goals? This is the year of the Firehorse. It's time to march forward and march forward quickly to achieve those dreams and those goals. I have a book that I'm ready to publish, and I have another book that I'm just about done. My problem is I don't know how to get it published. Anybody has any feedback out there, please help me, because I've been on Amazon I don't know how many times and I cannot figure it out. I am not technically inclined. But one is telling my story and the other is going over the Hermetic principles. And I'm going to chart it out because, you know, that's the right side or the left side brain from my corporate years. But just to make things easier. And then I have some other book ideas too. But this is your year. What is it you want to do? What is it you want to get out into the universe? What is going to make you happy? You know what's kind of funny is the year of the Firehorse. Because this is the Chinese zodiac channel, or zodiac sign. And the birth rates go down because they don't want to have girls, because the year of the Firehorse, I mean, you're a Spitfire. They want to keep their girls, you know, kind of peaceful and quiet and calm. So the birth rate goes down. But what I want to do now is just kind of take this in a whole new direction. Because it is the year of the Firehorse. But what I'd like to do is bring in the history of the year of the Firehorse. The last Firehorse was in 1966. And I remember that time very well because great changes in history happen the year of the Firehorse. Great things in history all the way back. I think I've gone back to 1600 at this point, so 1606. But I'm going to start bringing in the history to show what changed our history when the year of the Firehorse. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's kind of interesting. I can really talk to 1966 because, I mean, I was a young girl, but I remember it oh so well because so many things happened. You know, JFK, he was assassinated before 66, but I think that kind of brought it up to it. And I don't know if this is true. This is kind of like a fun fact for our family. But my mother would always tell me that my mother's family is from Massachusetts. And of course, where are the Kennedys from? Massachusetts. And she said that one of my great-great-grandfathers, I believe, ran bootleg with the Kennedys. I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, but he got out. He didn't want to get caught. So I'm like, well, darn, Mom, we could have been rich. But it's just a fun fact. And, you know, if it's true, it's true. It's not, it's not. My mom was a pretty good storyteller, so we'll see. But until then, I just want to say, I'm hoping you're having a blessed week. I'm doing some more studying to bring in the year of the Firehorse and the history of that. And I'll be back. And I just want to say I love each and every one of you. I do. And what are your goals? What is it you want to do? Love you guys.